Hi, this is Paul, Golden Gate Enterprises here. We're finally closing in on, this was a previously failed waterproof tile deck. There was massive amounts of dry rot, structural damage. We've been at it here for a number of months, reconstructing all the walls down below, all the good stuff that goes along with it. You can see it in earlier videos. Now we're finally getting down to the the better part of the project, which is we've got our railing frame up. This is a cable rail system, and we have a floating tile system. We put down the Duradek for the waterproofing membrane that is here, and the waterproofing membrane, this is an approved roofing product, approved to be walked on, and this is pretty much as good as it gets for waterproofing. This has got a 1/4 inch per foot slope to the front, and you can see that the tile relative to the front edge, you can see how raised up the tile is. It's about 5.5 inches because of the slope of the deck, all supported by the pedestals. And then we have a 3/8 inch thick powder coated aluminum bar stock that acts as the frame on the outside perimeter. And then what we ended up doing is we continued this down a double piece to create a skirt. So from down below, if you look from the fascia here, you don't see underneath the tile system. This way you won't see the pedestals and all of that stuff. So that's kind of a cosmetic finish. And also, because these particular post mounts are offset from the edge of the deck, there's actually about 3/4 of an inch of a gap behind this. So when the water flows, it'll come right down here, flow out, and we have a gutter that will be going in below the level of the fascia mount post. So this was a lot of detail, figuring it out, and most people don't get these details correct and they end up with a botched job, but this is Golden Gate, we don't do that. So anyway, let's take a look at it. The guys are hard at work, and by the way, it's always very tricky getting the correct layout, and I'm going to give you a view of our world on this. These are approximately 2-foot square tiles, and these are the predominant doors that are used to get out to the deck. So the best choice is to do the layout in such a way that the main part of the deck looks as, I don't know what you want to call this, complete and organized and full pieces as possible. So we started with the full tile at the front edge of the deck. We'll work our way back, and whatever ends up at the back, whether it's 1 inch, 3 inches, or 6 inches, and we cut it, that's where the small cut would be. That's better to have that back there because you don't really look at that, and you get a nice clean full piece at the edge. And then what I'm going to call grout lines, but there are no grout lines, there's an open gap in here where the water drains through. These lines, let's call them the grout line for our purposes now. The way we're doing this layout is we're going to continue these grout lines right across the entire deck, and wherever they fall, they fall. So in other words, the layout stays consistent, the lines are nice and clean. When you walk out and you look at all the lines will be, you know, straight through, so it'll look like a nice clean tile job that's here. So when we come over here, one of the things we're going to have to deal with is the edge of the tile is going to be up about 4 or 5 inches, which throws off the entire rise and run of the stairs. So we're going to have to redo pretty much the stairs one way or another to account for the raised tile deck that's up there. And if we come over here, we'll give you a little better gander of the view. So you're looking at the front edge of basically the shield, that shield's looking underneath the tiles. Matter of fact, if I come over here, you can't even see the tile. That is finished tile up above. We have about a 1/4 inch reveal sticking up on the front edge. And then also this is where we're going to get our gutter hung underneath once all of this is done, connected to downspouts. So all of this is part of a bigger reconstruction effort. All of this was rotted out, all the framing underneath. This beam had rotted. It's just, you can see it in the earlier videos. It was quite a big mess. Okay, so this is Paul, Golden Gate Enterprises, and we'll keep you posted as we go through this. So this is another dry rot structural repair, waterproof deck, railings. Give us a call, Paul, Golden Gate Enterprises. Thank you.